All right. And of course, I told you that I will take you on a journey, a different journey this morning. All right. So I'll be here from now till 12 on the EOT. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. Okay. Welcome on board. Let me start with should I start with this story? Because it's quite crazy though. He's quite crazy, and some would say he's actually interesting. But then, okay, I will start with this one. I'll start with this one. Let me start with this one. As regards, I think I mentioned these earlier. Yeah, I mentioned this morning. It's about, what's his name? Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, I told you this morning that Lawmaker, a lawmaker representing Abia South Senatorial District, Senator Einaya Baribe, is so optimistic that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would release Nnamdi Kanu. All right? Abaribe described President Tinubu as a listening leader. He said he is a listening leader, saying that the president will do the needful to address the criminal activities in the entire Southeast. The lawmaker said a couple of things. He hoped that the president will heed the advice of the Attorney General of the Federation and others who have called for the release of the IPOB leader. In his words, he said that I expect that the president will listen to both his Attorney General and every one of us who have been agitating about the issues in the Southeast. First of all, the insurgency, the sit at home on Mondays, and every other thing we have noticed in the Southeast. Yeah. He said what we now know in the Southeast is that criminals and all other people who advocate violence have taken over and are using the name of Nnamdi Kanu to perpetrate all these despicable acts. We know that the president, being a listening man, will also look at all the issues involved, which we have presented to him from various mediums, that he will do the needful and release Kanu so that it will put a stop to all these things that are happening in the Southeast, and then bring back the Southeast as a whole of production in Nigeria. Yes, that was what Einaya Baribe said. In fact, he said that he will stand as a guarantor if the president is ready to release Kanu. He will stand as a guarantor. All right? Okay. Let me also now give you the latest gist as regards the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Just this morning, the lead counsel, for Nnamdi Kanu has rejected the Nigerian government's move to set a date for the resumption of Kanu's trial. I'm talking about Aloy Ejimakor, who is the lead counsel, for Nnamdi Kanu. He has rejected the government's move, the federal government's move to set a date for the resumption of Kanu's trial. Well, Ejimakor is basing his rejection on the fact that Justice Binta Yanko of the Abuja Federal High Court entered and enrolled an order recusing herself from Kanu's trial on September the 24th, 2024. You recall then that Kanu had requested Justice Binta Yanko to step down from her trial due to lack of confidence in her handling of the matter. But then, following his request, the judge returned Kanu's case file to the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Soho. And however, Justice Soho sent the case file back to Justice Binta Yanko for the continuation of the trial. But despite this, the prosecuting counsel for the Nigerian government, Adegboyega Awomolo, requested a date to continue Kanu's trial. In a letter that was addressed to the Deputy Chief Registrar of the Federal High Court and dated December 5th, 2024, Awomolo wrote, he said, "We write as prosecuting counsel in the above named criminal case pending before the Federal High Court. Your record will reveal that the defendant asked his lordship, the Honorable Justice Binta Yanko, to recuse herself on Tuesday, 24th December 2024. The case file was returned to the Honorable Chief Justice, right? And on and on and on and on he went. But then, what I'm letting you know this morning, the information I'm giving you, is that IPOB lawyer Ejimakor has rejected government's move to set a fresh date for the resumption of Nnamdi Kanu's trial. So if a fresh date or new date is set, then it's going to be a continuation of all of the dramas that we have been witnessing. Is that it? All of the no-end drama in court. That drama that has been confusing some persons, because from one issue to another and from another to one, just like that. But then that's what Aloy has rejected. No, there should be no new date for resumption of any trial at all. But then people ask, what is the way forward? Are we still going to base everything, on court processes? Or maybe there should just be a veto by the president. Which way to go is a question we're asking this morning. All right? Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's what everyone has been clamoring. Okay. Let me put that story aside. But don't forget, it's one of the stories I actually want to touch on today. Now, as regards the new message, the New Year message, the ruling All Progressives Congress and supporters of the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi actually engaged themselves in a war of words yesterday over an alleged threat to life of Peter Obi. The hostility was a fallout of Sunday's interview, where the National Publicity Secretary of the APC, Felix Moka, claimed that the former Anambra State Governor, Peter Obi, had crossed the line. In his recent criticism of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, that Obi crossed the line. Moka said Obi crossed the line. Moka claimed that Obi was desperately seeking to incite Nigerians into bringing down the current government. That's what Moka is saying. Moka subsequently ended his argument with a subtle threat of he has coming to him whatever he gets. That's what he said. He has coming to him whatever he gets. He said Mr. Obi is shooting from the hip. He's not looking for or talking or taking an aim. He just shoots widely like the wild, wild west movies we used to see back in the day. He is absolutely irrational in his thinking about a man who was governor for 8 years and left nothing to remember in Anambra State by way of legacy. Now that he didn't win, he's sulking. And of course, rather than getting a perspective or figure out why he lost so he can do better in the future. He thinks he can bring down the government by simply being maliciously deceptive. That is wrong. These are the words of Felix Moka. And so many other ones. In fact, it's quite lengthy. I wouldn't have the time to delve into that. Now, Obi on his own now responded. He said, have I really crossed the line? Obi is querying people, querying the APC. Have I really crossed the line? Nigerians, do you think Obi actually crossed the line? And of course, he's alleging threat to his life. Peter Obi has alleged a threat to his life following his criticism of President Bola Tinubu's administration in his new message. Obi, in his post on X, asked if he has really crossed the line after allegedly receiving threats against his life, family, and associates following his New Year message. His allegation follows a statement credited to the national spokesperson of the All Progressives Congress, Felix Moka. In a recent interview, Moka was quoted to have said, Peter Obi has crossed the line so many times and has it coming to him, whatever he gets. And Peter Obi is asking, have I really, really crossed the line? Have I really crossed the line? Several issues happening. And according to my guest this morning, he said that this administration, the government, really don't query anybody. Like, they don't care what anyone says. But that it is these hallelujah boys, political hallelujah boys, that are actually, singing the president and, of course, saying everything, attacking people on behalf of the president. So you make it look like, oh, this person is working. He's speaking for the government. He's doing everything possible to make sure he represents, what the president represents. It's not like this administration wants to. In fact, I remember when Tinubu said he's not going to query anybody, that he doesn't have time for the media. That it's going to be freedom of speech. Say whatever you want to say. But the game is fast changing from a back door. It is not a situation where you talk, someone is coming to respond to you immediately. You read something in the pages of the newspaper this morning or in the afternoon or evening. By the following morning, somebody is responding to you, especially if you are talking against the All Progressives Congress. Somebody is coming immediately to respond. Come on now. Sometimes you don't need all of these things. I know it's politics and, we have freedom of speech. But it is being muzzled right now. It is being muzzled right now. Friends, this is our talking point today on the show. We have from now until 12 p.m. to have a deliberation, to talk to you. And hey, I would also read all of the messages that I couldn't read this morning. Your messages that I didn't touch, right? I know you're listening to me. Don't worry. We would have that full conversation now. And before I get to open up the studio lines, permit me to touch on some of these messages quickly. Before we roll. Is that good? Thank you so much. All right. Let me read them quickly first. Let me just touch on them. I voted Obi just like every Nigerian. I would what's your name? Samuel from Owode Idi Roko. Okay, it's okay. He said, good morning, my name is Chidi from Shasha, Lagos. Someone said, why is the killing in the north? Or why is the killings in the north? Nobody is being accused or arrested for doing so. But in Igbo land, people start pointing finger at Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, because Igbos are not killers like what? Whatever, if you're sending a message, please be mindful, be careful of your utterances. I want a very civil conversation. and so I can read your message alongside. Okay. And someone is asking a question. What's your name? Emeka from Abeson Estate. He's saying, good morning. Please, why has DSS not arrested the man that threatened Peter Obi? Okay. This administration treats us like blind people because of our gentility. How can we just open our eyes and allow the son of the president to inspect the guard of honor on the New Year Day? Is he a part of the government? Okay. What's your name? Oh, you didn't add your name. It's okay. And another person said it is clear that Nigeria is bastardized by bad leadership of APC. Let us come together to chase them away by joining hands together. Their days are numbered by the grace of God. Billy from Ikotun dropped that message. And then my name is AA from Ako Onjo Lagos. He's saying, just of recent, Kwankwanso attack Atiku. Nobody takes it personal. Attacking Obi. That Igbo should not be emotional about it or generalize it. Politicians are not fighting we. Politicians are not fighting. We should stop the hatred. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Good morning. The analysis of the CP is apt. But the only way forward for a free and fair election in Nigeria is that no one should be sworn in until court cases are over. Chima from Surulere sent that one. No, okay. Well, you have a point. You have a point. Okay. Let's do justice to some of the messages now quickly. Hey, let me let you know that you can also send your messages now, okay? In case you still want to be part of the conversation. Before I open up the studio lines, send your message to 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. Okay? Yeah, that's the number to send your messages. That is via WhatsApp. Okay? Via WhatsApp. Okay. Let me continue reading your messages now quickly. Because of our time. Okay. What is this person saying? He said, oh, no. I don't think I should read that message. It's quite heavy. It's too strong. It's too difficult. Okay. When APC wants to criticize an Igbo man, they will use sycophants like Moka, an Igbo man. This government must end up in, what did you call it? Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay. Let's be very, very civil about our comments. Good morning. Good morning to you too. Okay. Felix Moka is an Igbo man. Why is it they normally use Igbos to do the dirty jobs? Why, tell me, please? Why? Obi is a man for life. Elder Dikinowo, Mafoluku Osho the Lagos, is the one who is sending that message. For Obi, he should not be afraid of those who are praise singers of this bad leadership of the APC destroying Nigeria. The God of protection will protect Obi and make him our president, whether they like it or not. Billy also added that one. And then, okay, it's all right. Kindly join me on any of our social media platforms. We're streaming on YouTube right now, and I would love to read your messages also via YouTube. Is that fine? So just join the conversation this morning and let's talk. All right? Okay. Now, let me see if I can take some calls quickly. I want to get your views, of course. I told you it's going to be conversational. Whenever I come here, I want to also hear your voice. 081-717-56338 is the number is the number you can call. 081 717 56338 is the number you can call to be part of the conversation this morning. And then 0700 903 903 903. Yeah, that's the official line. 0700 903 903 903. Yeah, that's the number to call, everyone. All right, I'll go on a very short break, and when I come back, I'll start taking your calls one by each. Stay there.
As the years they go, we dey work for dough. Some days we fast, some days we slow. Many highs and lows, but we carry go. Nothing go stop our doing so. Now the night just spirit, yes we move. With family, there's love at home. We know say Christmas, it don't come over. Blow the trumpet, the parampe.
Hello, go, go, go. Everywhere you go, go, go. Everybody go, lo, lo, lo. We go enjoy, we go to
celebrate. Celebrate. It's a yellow, yellow Christmas, so we celebrate. When you hear the bell, do everybody celebrate. It's a yellow, yellow Christmas, so we celebrate. We do it anyway, any place.
Disconnect from distractions. Go make a difference this season. Merry Christmas from MTN.
New Year from Polaris Bank, the digital bank of the year. We thank all our customers for your patronage and support last year. May 2025 mark a year of fulfilled dreams for you and yours. Download Vault from Google Play Store or iOS App Store today to get your year started.
As the years they go, we dey work for dough. Some days we fast, some days we slow. Many highs and lows, but we carry go. Nothing go stop our doing so. Now the night just spirit, yes we move. With family, there's love at home. We know say Christmas, it don't come over. Blow the trumpet, the parampe.
Hello, go, go, go. Everywhere you go, go, go. Everybody go, lo, lo, lo. We go enjoy, we go to
celebrate. Celebrate. It's a yellow, yellow Christmas, so we celebrate. When you hear the bell, do everybody celebrate. It's a yellow, yellow Christmas, so we celebrate. We do it anyway, any place.
Disconnect from distractions. Go make a difference this season. Merry Christmas from MTN.
New Year from Polaris Bank, the digital bank of the year. We thank all our customers for your patronage and support last year. May 2025 mark a year of fulfilled dreams for you and yours. Download Vault from Google Play Store or iOS App Store today to get your year started.
Please note, the views and opinions expressed on this program solely those of the individual contributors and do not necessarily represent the official views of the Voice of the People 90.3 FM, Lagos. We do not endorse or take responsibility for any content shared by our followers or third-party users.
Welcome back, Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Yes, can I take some calls now? I'm trying to reach out to CP and of course another senior journalist. To see if they can be part of this conversation this morning. Yeah, but then, let's see. Let's just take some calls now. 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. And of course, 081 717 56338. Shall we? All right. Let's see if we can take some calls. Hello, good morning to you. Oh, okay. 0700 903 903 903. Yeah, and hey, if you are sending a message to me, make sure it's readable. Make sure it's quite readable. All right. Let's see. Hello. Good morning. Good morning to you. Okay. Hello. Beautiful morning to you. Are you there?
I'm here. I know where I want to go.
Good morning.
Yeah,
let's go. Talk to me.
Yeah, this Afun I'm calling from Edim.
Okay.
You know, see, this government where we're inside now. They want to be. That's why they want to be criticize Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. So, but they don't forget 2013, 2014, where they criticize Peter, where they criticize PDP. So, I don't know whether they are forgetting what they had done that time. Now, when Peter Obi talk, there will be a problem. Now they are using Igbo man to begin to criticize him. Small time negotiate Chebina and his brother. So this thing where this government they do, let them stop it.
Thank you.
It's the father of criticize. They be father of criticize. So when they any person criticize, they don't have anything to say because they started from beginning. That's my own contribution. God bless you.
So much for calling. Appreciate you for your contribution. All right. Let me get the views of former Commissioner of Police. Yeah, I told you I'll try and see if he can join us on the show briefly, just briefly, this morning. CP Chuksenwamu is back here. Good morning, Taya.
Good morning to you once again, Ikamijude.
Yes, of course. Good morning. Good morning. There is a latest development as regards Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, there's a latest development where Ejimakor is refusing the Nigerian government to reopen a case file for Nnamdi Kanu. You know, all that happened on the 24th of September last year, where, you know, Justice Bita Yanko decided to say, no, I'm stepping down. All right. And then court processes again. And then Alo is saying, no. I mean, and we're now asking, if not through court, is it like some persons have decided to wait until the president decides to say, okay, let's release this man? Is that what it is?
Well, there is so much politics in the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. His case is a very straightforward case, and it got to a point that they would have just let the man go his way. They began to play politics with it. And I mean, the issue of legal process is a very straightforward one. It is such that you already know the destination where you are going, and you get there. That's the end of it. Going back and forth is giving the thing a political coloration and connotation. That's just the unfortunate part of it. So whether they are going to recall the case file or they are going to open new case file, those things are just semantics as far as the legal process is concerned. So Ejimakor is making a lot of sense in his argument. Let the system do the needful. Whether at the end of the day the president will give a decision that will be an overriding decision, so be it. Why should they not do the right thing? You know, I mean, it's very unfortunate. You impute politics into everything you are doing. And this one has to do with a man's fundamental right.
The way things are going now, is it like everyone is waiting for now, I mean, those in charge of this case, or the Nnamdi Kanu, Aloy, and some other persons are now waiting to see Mr. President's move because they believe going by court, we go to a deal. Is that what it is now? Let's wait for Mr. President. Let's keep begging him.
Nobody will wait for Mr. President. They are both independent of each other. If President comes and uses presidential prerogative or powers, fine. If he doesn't, does it mean the man will continue to stay there forever? That's the argument of Mazi Ejimakor. That's the point he's trying to make there. So this question of one step forward, two steps backward does not make any sense. It doesn't take us to anywhere. But a lot of people are watching, all Nigerians and people in diaspora. And I'm sure the tongues are wagging. They'll be asking questions. Is that the way the Nigerian judiciary has gone? Is that the way so they have politics has taken over legal jurisprudence and all that? That's the question everybody will be asking. And they are all watching, and those who are the key actors, I wish them well. They are ridiculing what is their area of strength and, the place that has been providing that has been doing in cover and has given them the strength and capacity to function in their various endeavors. So if you mess up that place, you pay dearly for it. I tell people that most things people do, they should think of karma. Nemesis has a way of dealing with people. So those who feel that today is the sun is shining for them, it will not shine forever. It will get to a point. They will not be relevant anymore. So let there be justice, let there be equity, and let there be fairness. And they should also realize that the justice delayed is justice denied. And above all, there's God watching all of us. And nobody will live on this earth forever. That's the bottom line.
He said, may we ask for a date for the continuation of the hearing of the criminal charges against Nnamdi Kanu? Continuation. I want you to let's look at the word continuation. Let's look at how we got here and then moving forward. This man is still in prison. All right. A court of competent jurisdiction has said, release him. I mean, he has no case to answer. He has done nothing. But then someone is talking about setting a fresh date, all right, for the continuation, according to them, of the hearing of the criminal charges against Nnamdi Kanu. I mean, the way it's going, it seems there is no end in view if it continues this way. Don't you think so?
That's what I'm telling you.
Court
that
cases now here, court cases there. I mean,
they are playing politics. They are just playing politics. And at the same time, some people are beneficiaries of this sordid development. Some are benefiting because all the councils coming up for appearances in the matter, they are not going there on public relations. They need to be paid their fees, the necessary fee. And there are those who are hell-bent to have their hand in getting the man out of that place. Those are the people bringing out the money. They won't come out to make noise or to advertise to the entire space that we are the ones financing this fight for justice. Some are sending in both from the diaspora and at home to those team of lawyers, either individually or collectively. So some people, is an opportunity for them to continue to support their pockets. Some are also enthusiastic to use the opportunity to shine, and at least tomorrow let it be on record that they are the ones who followed the fight to the final phase and got him out. So you see the thing has different colorations and connotations. That's the unfortunate part of it.
CP, Kanu has remained incarcerated since June 2021, when he was rearrested in Kenya and subjected to extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. Now, the way it is now, there is no date for his release. And some persons have opined that probably this guy will be released before the next general election. Some persons said...
You're talking of general election.
Yes, now. Some persons have even said, okay, Tinubu has decided to just wash his hands off this issue. Maybe the next administration, will be the one to release Nnamdi Kanu. But hey, recently, Nnamdi's brother, said that they had a pact, they had an understanding with the federal government, through Sheyi Tinubu, that if the Southeast, especially IPOB, if they participate and make sure it goes well.
It's very unfortunate what we are seeing presently in respect of Nnamdi Kanu. It's very pathetic. But that's not the end. People should be hopeful and watch the whole thing to the end. That's it.
You mentioned that it's looking political. It's going a political way. Now, you are an Igbo man, and that's why I want to ask you this gentle, humble question. Do you think the Southeast is ready to sacrifice anything for the release of this man, as it is right now?
No, that statement, whether Igbo, the Southeast will be ready to sacrifice anything.
When I say anything, I mean votes. I'm talking about votes, for the APC, so they can, Nnamdi can be released. Do you think the Southeast is ready to do that?
You mean vote in which election?
Vote,
2027.
whatever, support the APC for the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
There is one thing people fail to realize about the Igbos. So
okay.
If you're waiting to have their votes, to trade their votes because you want to release somebody, that's waste of time. It cannot change anything. Yes, the Igbos are a type of people that you can't sway them with either money, or issues like this. You trade it in that, look, if you vote for us, we release this man. It will not work. They are such that once they have they are principled and they have their belief. Like I told you, they have supported all other parties except the AP. And go and mark what I'm saying. Even in 2027, there's that likelihood or tendency that they will still not vote for APC. It's very
okay,
because to them they feel strongly cheated, and that all other Nigerians are just there watching. That when it was their turn to become president of this country, they were outrightly denied. That means they are being shown that they are not Nigerians by the body language. Therefore, if that is the case, since they can on their own work hard and survive, hold your government. If you want to use it as a trade, as a bait to take us into where our minds are not, then you're wasting your time, because no matter what you do, you cannot cow us into it. But they would have won their heart if they had carried the tickets and gave them and said, look, this thing rotates. It's your turn now. Even if they had given it to South-South, because it appears Southeast and South-South are operating on the same frequency, you would have seen South-South and Southeast would have quickly moved into APC. But that was where they missed it. So if they think they will somehow bring them in 2027 through the back door, it will not work. It will not work. So go and mark what I've just said now and watch out in 2027. And you still see the people will behave the same way they have been behaving. Because to them, they have seen it all. They already know your body language. So anyhow you want to do it, go and do it. They'll do it their own way. You can't use whip on them. You can't force them to come and, toe your own line. For what? For money? Money that will last for how long? They are telling you that, look, if you believe in fairness, equity, and justice, when it comes to our turn, even if you say not Southeast, give to South-South now. What is wrong in any of the two regions? So when you fail to do that, I'm just trying to, because I keep sampling opinions of leaders of thought from those two regions. So it's not something that you compel or compound them to come and do. you know, I mean, as a bid, or that if you want this, you do this. No, they won't take it. Bro.
No,
They'll tell you that they have
but whether you like it or not is gradually somehow going that way. Don't you think so? Hello, did you hear what I said? CP, are you there?
No, come again.
I said, if you look at it somehow, if you look at it somehow, it's actually tilting towards that direction of give me this, I give you this. You know, give me this, I give you this. The same thing Kanu came out to say the other day.
No, you cannot cow them into doing that too. That one will not work. That method, you use that one, carrot and stick. No, it will not work with them. Those people are people of very strong character, and the Civil War taught them a lot of lessons. And a lot of those pogroms and killings and attempt to exterminate them in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and even the Civil War. It taught them, I mean, the South and Southeast Nigerians, they have seen a lot that if you like, you cannot force them into APC. It will not work. That's why whether you call it PDP or you even change PDP and bring another party tomorrow, fine, they will align with them because they feel they will not get their fair share in APC. It's as simple as that. I'm making this analysis not as a politician. I'm not in any political party. But as an analyst who has been standing by, watching what is happening and sampling opinions and giving the generality of Nigeria and some people in diaspora the position of things. So the earlier they go and sit down to encompass all Nigerians, where we will be talking of fairness to everybody, then we can look along that line, and it has to go with both economic development strides for all the regions, taking cognizance of what the capacity of each of the regions, where they have their own advantages, whether it is agriculture or it is in industries and commerce and so on and so forth, and then we support those other areas. That is what the thing is all about. So it's not a question of trying to carrot and stick, or you try to put fish with bait to bring South and Southeast into APC. It will not work. They'll tell you to hold that your party, and that is it.
I've actually asked this same question, on several platforms, and I want to ask you again here now.
Yeah.
Nnamdi Kanu is in prison, has been in prison since 2021. Now, Simon Ekpa is also in prison in Finland. All is about the Southeast. CP, what is the next thing? Which way forward? How far so far? Where are we heading towards?
You see, the thing is this. The question of Simon Ekpa is different. That one had his own agenda that was personal for his own aggrandizement and his own gains. That of Nnamdi Kanu is different. He has been fighting a cause for the people of Southeast, which he felt that they have been marginalized. And therefore that the best thing is to agitate for Biafra to be actualized. So that, and if you look at that, his agitation, he was not doing it 100%, that the intention is to get Nigeria balkanized or something. He was using it as an instrument to push the people who are the stakeholders to take cognizance of the fact that the Southeast have been badly marginalized. So if you want to integrate the Southeast into the mainstream of what is happening in Nigeria, therefore you give the Igbos their due. That was the summary of what Nnamdi Kanu is all about. But that of Simon Ekpa was just clear case of an opportunist who capitalized on incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu to be confusing and convincing people in the diaspora to be sending money to him. That's the way he can do it. Unless they release Nnamdi Kanu, that means nothing will work in the Southeast. In other words, he was now thinking that his self-seeking tendency will continue to keep unrest in Southeast. Okay, if you are agitating for Biafra and you are asking for release of Nnamdi Kanu, will you do that by telling people that they should shut down their business and that anybody that says anything, they should kill him? And if they see police or military, they should kill police and military. If they see stations, they should set the places ablaze, recover their arms, collect. Is that not, promoting banditry and brigandage to the highest level? Is that a lawful way of doing things? That is why he is just beginning to see. He has not seen anything. I see that there are two different issues and circumstances.
All right.
For both Nnamdi Kanu and Simeon Ekpa.
CP, I want to say thank you. Thank you. Because of our time, I have to let you go now. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for accommodating and tolerating me.
Thank you. VOP 90.3 FM. A couple of messages here I would quickly want to touch before I wrap things up this morning. Someone is saying that Felix Moka is not an Igbo man. He's from Agbo in Delta State. He is working for his money. I don't blame him. That's what that person is saying. And then, what's your name now? I have been an advocate of using Amadioha, Shongo, and Kanuri, God of Thunder, to swear in our political office holders. With that, they will keep to their promises. The kidnappings and killings of innocent Nigerians by some unscrupulous elements are one too many. Yet, those in government are keeping mute like nothing is happening. Are they waiting until it hits them directly before they will act to protect lives and property of the citizens that elected them to rule on their behalf? What is happening to our beloved nation? Well, we are watching at the planet. As the planet is carefully observing and listening. Comrade Abraham sent that message. Okay, let's see now. What's your name? Okay, Moka, Felix Moka is an Igbo. Why? Okay, no. Okay, the devil cannot attack a light. Obi is a light. That's why all is after him. He has come to stay. Only God knows who is who will become. Okay, Elder Deacon, thank you so much. What's your name now? And let me see what you're saying. I swear. As for Felix Moka, okay, Afunwa Adama's voice, right? Biafra land will never forgive and accept who now? Felix? I don't know. I'm glad that Tinubu is in Ghana today for the inauguration of John Mahama. What happened in USA is also happening in Ghana. And I know that Nigeria will learn from Ghana. Nigeria judiciary is really ridiculing the system with Kanu. I'm happy that the world is watching. Good to know that Nigerian president is the number 3 corrupt president in the world, and none of his spokesman has said that anyone is crossing the line with that claim. Oshodi George from Accra, Ghana. Okay, thank you. Good morning, Judah. Tell that man that's talking about crossing the line to go and sit down if he doesn't have important things to say. Which line is he talking about? Wiki has crossed that line. Senate President has crossed that line. Even Tinubu has crossed that line. So nothing is wrong with Obi crossing it. He's saying because Obi is that he will continue to be a threat to them because he's a truthful person. Thank you for your good work. Livinus from Onikwan is sending that message. All right, forget Nigerian Biafra. It's real and work. My time is fast spent. Okay, let me just calm down and see. Few more messages to go. Okay. Did you know that? Please quote me right. Biafra has been given. Okay. Let me read another message. It's a shame APC has nothing to offer Nigeria. All they do is threats, and the rest, whoever is criticizing, their rulership. Bandits and Boko Haram has overrun the country, yet no line was crossed till date. Nnamdi Kanu is in the custody. Ezekiel from Ejigbo, thank you. Appreciate you. As the days go by, this government will get more desperate and get into more gutter politics. This is their only stock in trade. Okay. Solomon Asika from Mushin. It's truly a big shame to all notable Igbo leaders and all Eastern governors and Igbo race because of these back and forths concerning Nnamdi Kanu. Let them put heads together and tell the federal government that enough is enough concerning their son, Nnamdi Kanu, the Obi of Onitsha, Igwe Alfred Achebe, and the former ECOWAS president, Emeka Anyaku, and all the Eastern governors should call a press conference and tell the president what they want, or go on 3 days civil protest to show their displeasures with the government of the day. The Igbos have a legitimate grievance, but they struggle to navigate Nigeria's complex political landscape. Since my sincere advice to them is to move beyond ethnic and tribal politics instead. They should fully immerse themselves in the political process. This might even mean joining the ruling party to gain access to power. Once they have a seat at the table, they can begin to address the country's challenges in a more objective and inclusive manner. Abiden from Bagada. Yeah. Good morning. Without rigging, Tinubu and APC can't win one local government in Nigeria. Concerning the killings going on in the southeast, is not far from Asari. He said it and boasted about killings going on in the southeast on national television, but the federal government will be blind on that. One day be one day. Casey Onuoha sent that. You mean Asari crossed the line, right? Okay. Good morning to you. Forgot Nigeria. Biafra is real. Huh? Don't read them now. Why are you sending it again and again? Everyone, it's time to go. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. Thank you so much. I'll be here tomorrow morning by 7 a.m. on Instagram and Facebook, social media. Ikami Jude. IKAMIJUDEH. I'm out of here. Good morning to you.